Good morning, students. Good morning, students. Are you clear of my voice? My voice is clear. Respond anybody, Anil? Okay, Pawan, okay. Okay, I'll start the class. Start the class. So yesterday, what we have discussed? We have discussed this keyword. We have discussed this keyword. So this keyword is defined as it refers to the current variable, or current method, or current constructor. So we have seen the examples with this keyword also. When the very good morning to all. Okay, yesterday we have discussed this keyword. Okay, so what is the importance of this keyword? So I have explained the differences between this local variable and instance variable. What do you mean by instance variable? What do you mean by local variable? And what do you mean by class or static variables? We have discussed, and with the example programs we have seen that execution part also. Okay, and the next we have seen the inheritance. So I started the basic definitions of inheritance. We'll see examples of that one also. So here, so you can see this definition part. Yesterday I discussed. So for 5 minutes I will explain it in very clearly, and I'll explain in glance. Okay. So inheritance. We have seen last class after this keyword. I have explained all these terminologies: derived classes, advantages and types of inheritances, member accessibility, overriding, super keyword, abstract classes and methods, final class and final methods, polymorphism, dynamic bind. If time permits, we will cover all these topics today itself. Okay, inheritance. Once again, I am explaining what do you mean by inheritance. You can see this definition part here. So, inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behaviors of a parent class. So we have two classes, that is the parent class and the child class, and superclass and the subclass, and also derived class. Okay, so we have seen the terminology. What are the terminology we use in inheritance part? Okay, one important keyword is there, that is the extends keyword also we use in the inheritance concept. Okay, so one more statement here: mechanism of the deriving a new class from the old class is called inheritance. So next, one more definition I can tell you, that extending the properties from one class to the another class is also called inheritance. So all these things we have seen in the last class. Next, you see this terminologies. A class that is inherited, that is the old class, is called the superclass, base class, and parent class. Three class, three names you have to remember. Superclass also is also called a base class. Base class is also called a parent class. These are the three classes. Next one, derived class. Derived class, we have three terminologies. That is the subclass, derived class, and child class. Okay. So this I have shown with example yesterday. Again, we will see that examples. With examples, we will see the examples for today. Inheritance allows subclasses to inherit all the variables and methods of their parent class. Okay. So we'll These are the definition part we have seen yesterday. Next, uh, advantages of inheritance. Advantages of inheritance: code reusability and method overriding. So in polymorphism, we have two types: overloading and overriding concepts. Okay, so this overriding method, it is a runtime polymorphism that can be achieved by using this inheritance concept. So code reusability. What do you mean by this code reusability? So in inheritance, this is one of the advantage advantage of advantage. This is one of the main advantage of in inheritance. That is the code reusable. Code reusability is nothing but the code, whatever that code you have declared in a method or a class, that same code need not to be declared again and again. So the same code can be used again and again. Okay, need not to declare again and again, and that code already you have used, that code can be used for different purposes also. Okay, so that is the code reusability. In this case, number of lines of the code will be reduced, number of code, the lines of code will be reduced, and the complexity will be reduced, and the performance of the code will be increases. So these are the advantages of inheritance. Next, inheritance example. I will explain with example. Okay. So types of inheritance. We have types of inheritance. Are there single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So these are the different types of inheritances. We see one by one in coming classes. Next one, types of inheritances. So already we have seen this one, this slide. Next, you can see these diagrams. So we have to create syntaxes for this one. Single inheritance. Just look out this diagram. Single inheritance, that is the superclass and the subclass. Hierarchical inheritance, superclass, subclass 1, subclass 2, subclass 3. Multi-level inheritance, superclass, subclass 1, subclass 2. Next, hybrid inheritance, superclass, superclass 1, subclass 2, and subclass 3. Superclass, subclass 1, subclass 2, subclass 3. So, okay. Next, multiple inheritance. So here, multiple inheritance is nothing but superclass 1 and superclass 2 and subclass. You just look out these diagrams and compare all these diagrams. Is there any diagram which consists of more than one superclass? Just look out the diagrams. Respond to me. Is there, and my question is that, is there any class, any diagram, that is any diagram or any type of this inheritance which consists of more than one superclass? Respond, Anil. Hello. Respond, anybody? Traveling. Anil. Pavan. You just look out these diagrams. Inheritance type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagrams are there. So tell me what is the class which contains many more than one superclass? Hierarchical. Ravani, you just look out superclasses, not subclass. I'm asking multiple. Yeah, yes. So you just this is the different class. It be having importance in Java. So this multiple inheritance. Why I am asking this about this multiple inheritance? So it is having some one importance. One important. Very good. Found very good. Shravan. So multiple inheritance. We are having some important points about this multiple inheritance, and we have to discuss separately. And it's very important concept in Java. multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. So you just see the diagram. Single inheritance, one superclass, one subclass. Hierarchical, one superclass, many subclasses. Multiple multi-level inheritance, superclass. Next again subclass 1 and subclass 2. Next hybrid inheritance, superclass only one and subclasses 1, 2, 3. Next, whereas this multiple inheritance, we have superclass 1 and superclass 2, superclass 3, superclass 4, so on. We can have any number of superclasses. We have we can have any number of superclasses, but only one subclass. How we should implement all these things, we explain one by one. So I am going for programming part. Uh, please listen to programming part. The first one. So I am opening the text. Inheritance, simple definition, extending, extending properties. Properties from one class to, that is the superclass. Superclass to subclass. Subclass. Okay. So you just remember this definition. That is enough. Superclass to subclass. So again, this superclass is also called what? Parent class. Parent or base. Next, this subclass is also called what? Subclass or child. Child or derived class. Derived class. You just remember this definition. That is enough. Extending the properties from superclass or parent class or base class to subclass or child class or derived class. So we'll see the syntax. What is the first diagram? What is the first diagram? We have to write syntax from this one. Single inheritance. I am writing superclass and the subclass. So how we have to write the syntax? So syntax: one superclass and one subclass. Class class 1 anna. Class 1. Class 1. Statements. Statements. Next class close. Next class 2. Second class I am taking class 2. Next statements. Statements. Okay. Main class we have to write. Class single anna. Single. So this is the main class. So this is the syntax. So now we will write one arithmetic expression. How to what is the advantage of single inheritance and overall inheritance program, and how to implement this program. Just see this program. Syntax. This is the syntax. My point is that this is the first class. This is the second class. Here, what is the definition? Properties. What do you mean by properties? Properties means it may be a. I'm asking direct question. What you can able to define or declare in a class? What you can able to define or declare in a class? Anybody? What we can declare in a class or in a class? Nothing more than that. Variable declaration, assigning a value, and methods. So more than that, we cannot do anything in a class. Is it right? That are nothing but properties. Okay, fine. So here, what I want to tell you is that here one first class is there and second class is there. How these members? So I can write these members here. Members members can be get into the next class. How we can extend? So by using the extends keyword. Extends extends is a keyword. Extends is a keyword. Extends is a keyword to extend properties. Properties from swapper class to the swapper. Swapper class to subclass. So this is the main point we have to observe here. So here I am writing one addition of two numbers. Here let's look out this program. Suppose int a is equal to 10. Int a is equal to 10. B is equal to 20. B is equal to 20. So in the first class, just I have declared int a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 10, 20. I want to add these two numbers. I want to add these two numbers in the second class. How it can be possible? How it can be possible? So here I am by taking the keyword extends ex, e, and bs. Extends one. Extends one. You just see the syntax here. Extends one. Whatever the data or properties in the class 1, that is the a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, these two values can be extended here. So extended here. Now I will do addition operation in the second class. So that is the int c is equal to a plus b. Int c is equal to a plus b. Okay, now. So this is what I want to tell you. Single inheritance. Well, this is one class. One class is a swapper class. One class is a swapper class. One class is a swapper class. Swapper class. Okay, now. So this two class is a subclass. 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 This is what I want to tell. Or this swapper class is also called parent class. And this subclass is also called child class. Okay, now fine. So here what I have done, a is equal to 10, 20, I have taken super class. This 10, 20 should extended to the second class. Okay, now. So here what I want to do, I want to do some addition operation. So in order to print that C value, I want to take one method, void show, void show, system dot out dot println the value of C is equal to plus C. Okay, now method close. Next class close. So here just see super class, open close, variables assigned, subclass, expression is done, and one method is defined. Now I want to write main class. Main class name is the single I am taking. So here I want to take the main method. Public again. What is the statement? PUB LIC public static void name string and string args. Now what I want to do here is that where is that operation has done in the super class part, sorry, subclass part. In the subclass part or derived class part or child class part, the operation is done. What is that operation? Addition operation is done. So in what the value of the C is printed in show method. So where is that show is defined in the two class, that is the derived class. So now I want to create object I want to create object for two class. So two P object name is the P. Two is the class name is equal to new two. So automatically, so this 1020 has extended to second class, and I have printed the value C in the show method in the subclass. So no need to create object for the one. So if I can create the object for the second class and access this show method, that is enough. The value of the C will be printed. So now P dot show, P dot show, just see main class and the class class. Just see this program once again. Super class. One is the super class here. Class 2 is the subclass. I am extending the properties. One class properties. Properties means what I have extended 1020. I am extended 1020. I am taking this 1020 into the subclass. So writing the expression directly in C is equal to A plus B. So just I am not using that same A and B values here. So I am doing the expression. You can do anything here. You can do multiplication, arithmetic operations. So that is the advantage here. A B values I am not extending in the second class. If I can use the A and B values again, the number of lines will be increased. That is the meaning of the reusability, code reusability. So A B value can be used in anywhere. So by extending this property. Now what we have to do? So we have to save the program on the main class name itself. What is the main class I have taken? Single class. The main class I am taking single class. Now we have to save this as a single. I am saving on the desktop. Class name is a single. File name is a single. Single dot Java. Select all files. Save. Okay. Next, open the command prompt. Yes, cd space desktop Java C. File name is what? Single single dot Java. So one error. What is that error? So we have missed the close brace. Just see where we have missed the close brace. Class close. Okay. Main close. Class close. Class close. There is one extra space is here. Okay, fine. And the program is compiled. Program is compiled. Can you find the error here? So I have given three close braces. Okay. So now this is fine. It is fine. Main close, class close. Okay. Fine. Okay. Program is compiled. Again, we have to run the program Java file. So the value of C is equal to 30 we got. Value of C is equal to 30 we got. Just look at this program and look at this diagram. Super class, single inheritance, and what do you mean single inheritance? One super class and one subclass. So that's what I have done. One super class, and one subclass. So this is the main class is the common. Main class is the common to create object and to access these members methods from the uh, derived class. This is the common. So just see the output. So this is nothing but single inheritance. This is nothing but single inheritance. This is nothing but single inheritance. Okay. Next, next hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. I will tell one example of this multi-level inheritance. You just try at your home hierarchical and the hybrid inheritance. I will explain multi-level and the multiple inheritance. Multi-level and multiple same. So what you have to do now? What is this? I will tell the syntax for this one. Hierarchical inheritance, superclass and subclass one, subclass two, subclass. What is the syntax here? Subclass one class, subclass one extends superclass. Subclass two extends superclass. Subclass three extends superclass. You just write a program to perform arithmetic operations by using this hierarchical and hybrid inheritance. Simple program. So if you can understand the single inheritance, you can able to write easily that remaining programs also. Okay, now. So what is the syntax? I will write the syntax. I will write the syntax and you just try arithmetic operations. So this is the single inheritance. Okay. Respond to me. Are you understanding? Ravani, Pavan, Anil, respond to me. You have any doubts in the single inheritance? Are you understood this program? Hello. Are you listening? Are you listening? Respond anybody? Anil, yes, sir. No doubt, sir. Okay, fine, Amma. Ravani, okay. అర్థమైంది కదా? So you just try this hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. I will tell the multiple inheritance. Just see the multiple inheritance. Superclass, subclass 1 and subclass 2. I will write the multiple inheritance here. Multiple inheritance syntax. Multiple inheritance syntax. So what is the diagram here? What is the diagram here? Superclass, subclass, subclass 2. Okay, na? Superclass, subclass 1 and subclass 2. Superclass, subclass 1, subclass 2. Multi-level inheritance. Okay. Yes. Class suppose A statements. So class B. Class B extends A statements. Statements. Next, class C. Class C extends 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 B statements. Statements. Class main. That is the multi-level. Multi-level. Public, static, void, main, stri and string args. Okay, na statements. So this is the syntax of multi-level program. Multi-level init. Multi-level. Multi-level init. And this is the syntax. Just see the syntax. Super class, subclass 1, subclass 2. So now you just see this diagram. Super class 1, super class, subclass 1 extends super class. Again, this subclass 2 extends subclass 1. So that is the form I have written. Class A and class B extends A. Next, this class, B class C extends B. Okay, now this is the syntax. We'll write one example. Simple. We'll write one example. Just see the syntax here. See the syntax. See this diagram. See the syntax. Okay, now fine. We will write we will edit this program. Class A. What I will do here, int A is equal to 10. In class B, int B is equal to 20. In class C, int C is equal to A plus B. Here we have to write one method because we need to print that the value C. Void show. Void show. Now open system dot out dot println double quotations the value of C is equal to okay now next method close class close. Let's see the syntax. I'm writing on the comment line. This is called what? Super class. Super class is also called what? Parent class. Super class is also called parent class. Next, super class is also called base class. Okay. Next, here what I have, what I done, subclass extending super class. Okay, now here again subclass extending subclass. So now we can see if you compare B and C, here B is a super class now. Okay, now and C is a subclass. If you compare this A is a superclass, B is a subclass. Now I am extending the properties from B class. Okay, B class. So C. So now B is a superclass, C is a subclass. Okay, now superclass of B. Now we are clear about these two classes. So common. We have to create object for class C. C object CC. Anything we can give object is equal to new C. Now CC is object CC dot SHO main class main close class close. Main close, last close. Oh, already we have written. I'll put this one as a comment lens. Okay. So we'll write same program, just copy, copy, write in a new. This is the multiple inheritance. Just now we have created. So what is the name here? We have given multi-level inheritance. We are writing. So save this multi-level. Save as desktop multi-level dot Java. Select all files. Save. Okay. Java C. Java C. Multi-level dot Java. Program compiled. Java multi-level. Running the program. The value of C is equal to 30. We got the output. Just look at this program. Look out this program. Single inheritance. This is the example of multi-level. Multi-level program. Just see the program. See the program. See the output. See this program and see the output. So multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Fine. Okay, Shravani, Anil, Pavan, please respond, everybody. Are you following this program? Are you understood? Do you have any doubt about this program? Multi-level inheritance. Respond, everybody. Anil, okay. Anil, okay. Okay, fine. Do you have any doubt with this program, multi-level inheritance? Multi-level inheritance. So just I show the syntax, multi-level inheritance syntax, example program, and I run the program. Value of C is equal to 30. Respond to me, Ravani, Anil. You have any doubt? Okay. So I will shift the next concept. You have any doubts? Ravani, are you following? Okay. Are you listening? Respond to me. Hello. Respond to me. Yes, sir. Ravani, yes, sir. Okay, fine. Now we will see the one more example. I told you to write hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. Simple. I just now implemented this single inheritance diagram and multiple inheritance. By looking at this diagram, we have written syntax and program. Now we will see the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Okay, multiple inheritance. So what do you mean by multiple inheritance? So multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Okay, multiple inheritance. I think what we just see superclass 1, superclass 2, subclass. I am writing syntax. Class A statements. Next class B statements. Statements close. Class close. Okay. Class B extends A comma B. Class 1 minute please. Okay. Class C extends A comma B. Class C extends comma B. Okay, fine. Class C extends A comma B statement. This is the extended derived class. Okay, statement. Statement. Okay, so I'm asking you that here you have to observe very one important point is there. One important point. Still some students are joining. Correct? Okay, fine. Okay, you just see this class, class A and class B, class A and class B. Who are these still joining? One minute, please. Still students are joining. I don't know where the students come. Okay, fine. These are the triple students. Yeshu sir, who are the students? Just give me chat box. Due to some technical issues, our class is cancelled. We are asking to join branch. Kalyan, which branch? Triple A? Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, man. Is there anybody? Okay, okay, you can join. So, sorry for interruption. We have some more students have joined because of some network problem. No problem. Welcome, welcome to you all for my class also. Just listen. I'm explaining inheritance concept. I'm explaining inheritance concept. So single inheritance we completed, multi-level we completed, and one important concept that is the multiple inheritance. I am explaining multiple inheritance. Just follow multiple inheritance. Okay, fine. What I want to okay. What I want to tell you here is that one important point is that please follow and extends keyword extends keyword extends extends only one class only. Please follow this one. Please just note down this point. Extend keyword extends only one class. Adhanandi, please follow this statement. In single inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance, no problem. Because only we have superclass, one subclass. Superclass extends the subclass extends one extends superclass, subclass two extends superclass, subclass three extends. So you just follow my mouse pointer. Here superclass we have done this implementation multiple, but in this case multiple inheritance we have two superclasses. Two superclasses. This syntax will not be allowed here. Just selected point, selected one. You just look out. Class C extends A comma B is not allowed. Is not allowed. Not allowed. Just see. You see this statement. Extend keyword extends only one class. ఇక్కడ కామా అని ఇచ్చాను చూసారా, కామా బి ఓన్లీ వన్ క్లాస్ మాత్రమే ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయడానికి అవుతుంది. నేను ఇక్కడ కామా బి అని రాశాను బికాస్ వీ నీడ్ టు రైట్ అకార్డింగ్ టు సింటాక్స్. నో ప్రాబ్లం. Class multiple in it, class 1 and class 2 and subclass. How many superclasses here? Two superclasses. So class A is one superclass. This is one superclass. This is the superclass. Superclass. Okay, fine. And this is also superclass. This is also superclass. This C is a subclass. This C is a subclass. C class is a subclass. Okay, na? Class C extends A comma B is not allowed. Wrong syntax. ఎందుకని just you see this statement extends keyword extends only one class. ఒక క్లాస్ మాత్రమే ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకోవడానికి అవుతుంది. సార్ what is the other way? What is the other way? What is the other way? You are telling that the extend keyword extends only one class, but what is the other way? So in multiple inheritance, that is why I told that multiple inheritance is very important concept. In multiple inheritance, If you want to extend more super classes, I can write any number of super classes, A, B కాదు, ఎన్ని number of super classes అని రాసుకోండి. కానీ extend keyword allow చేయడానికి possibility లేదు. We cannot allow more than one class. But what is the another procedure? We have one more important keyword is that implement. IMPLEMENTS implements keyword implements IMPLEMEN implements more than one super class. Please listen very carefully, my dear students. Here is a very critical important points are there. Please observe. Extends keyword extends only one super class, but implements keyword implements more than one super class. So that is the case we are going in C++, language. Multiple inheritance is not developed there. Just because of not developed there, in Java programming, multiple inheritance is developed. Multiple inheritance is developed by using the interfaces. We have one interfaces concept is there that I want to introduce. So that is the case. I am explaining everything here. Please listen. So what we have done, just wait 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Just now we have implemented. What is that? Single inheritance already we have developed. So what we have written? Multiple inheritance. This is the multiple inheritance. Class B extends A. Next class C extends B. So this is allowed here because only one superclass and one subclass. But here in this case, so here more than superclasses are there. You can see the diagram here. You can see the diagram. So superclass is one superclass. So second two superclass and 3, 4, so on we can have. But only one subclass. Here one superclass and one sub, no problem. Single in my hierarchical one superclass, many subclass, no problem. Multi-level one superclass, subclass. Again subclass, no problem. Hybrid, no problem. But whereas in the multiple inheritance only, we cannot extend more than one superclass. We cannot extend more than one superclass. So we cannot extend more than okay, fine. We cannot extend more than one class in the more than one class in the single inheritance are we can extend, but more than one superclass we cannot extend. So this is the case. We have one implement. Now it is this extends keyword is replaced by implements. IMPLEMENTS implements. IMPLEMENTS implements. Now this is okay. Implements. Now just observe. C class C implements A comma B. How this syntax is allowed? How this can be possible? So we have to go for one important concept is that interfaces. So one more point here I want to put you in front of you, my dear students. Here we have to discuss interfaces. Implement keyword వాడాలి అని అంటే we have to discuss about interfaces. ఓకేనా, ఇంత స్టోరీ ఉందండి. If I want to explain about multiple inheritance, all the topics will be covered here. Interfaces. What do you mean by interface? Interface is also called a class. This is also called a class, but it contains only abstract members. Only. What do you mean by abstract members? What do you mean by interface? Interface is also called as a class. It contains only abstract members. It contains only abstract members. Okay. So here what I want to do is that I want to introduce interface concept. We just see the interface syntax. Interface syntax. Interface syntax. Interface INTF interface suppose interface interface abstract members. Basic abstract members. Abstract members. Okay, na? So here, what do you mean by abstract members? We have to NMBS abstract members. Okay, now we have to discuss about interface now. So I want to implement the multiple inheritance concept. How I will implement this multiple inheritance concept? Just look out and follow my uh, uh, writing. Now what I have to do here? Interface name. Interface name is the just I am putting it. It is like a class. It is like a class. Class A, class A, class A. What I want to tell you is that I'm discussing multiple inheritance. I'm discussing multiple inheritance. Here, here, static, static, final, final. Int A is equal to 10. Int A is equal to 10. Int A is equal to 10. Now I want to declare variable void show and method is void show. So this is what this is function. Please respond. Hello. Please respond. Are you following my class? Are you following my class? Please, Yamini, Kalyan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, it is very important concept. Yes, sir. Okay. Please listen carefully. It is very what I want to express here is that it is very important concept. If you listen single inheritance multi-level, it is fine. But what I want to implement here is that multiple inheritance. In this multiple inheritance, I am covering. If I want to explain this example program multiple inheritance, I will cover interfaces concept. That is the new concept. I am introducing that concept also. Final keyword, about final keyword, about static keyword, about the implements keyword. All these will be covered here. Please listen. So here, what I want to tell you is that void show on Chusara. The void show. What do you mean by this void show? So function prototype antam. Ini function prototype antam. Function prototype ante enti? Function prototype ante enti? Function declaration. Function prototype or declaration అంటది. ఫంక్షన్ ప్రొటోటైప్ గానే ఫంక్షన్ డిక్లరేషన్. ఏంటి దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఒకసారి చెప్తాను అంటే జస్ట్ స్టిల్ సమ్వన్ ఆర్ జాయినింగ్ యూ నీడ్ టు యాక్సెప్ట్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఫంక్షన్ డిక్లరేషన్ ఏంటి, ఫంక్షన్ డెఫినేషన్ ఏంటి సార్ అంటారండి. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో నేను సెలెక్ట్ చేసి just follow the my mouse pointer. This is the function definition. Void show open brace system.out.println and close and చెప్పాల్సింది కదా. So this is called function definition. Function definition. This is called function definition. This is called function. This is called function definition. So now I'll tell. Return type PUR, return type PYP, return type function name parameter list. Just I am writing short form. Please understand. The time is running short. I need to complete this concept. STA statements. Okay, now this is the function డెఫినేషన్ అండి. అంటే ఏంటి అంటే నేను ఎలా రాస్తాను వైడ్ షో ఎస్సి సో స్టేట్మెంట్ STMPS statement. So this is the function definition. ఇది ఫంక్షన్ డెఫినేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి ఓపెన్ బ్రేస్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ క్లోజ్ ఓపెన్ బ్రేస్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ క్లోజ్ ఫంక్షన్ డెఫినేషన్. సో ఇక్కడ నేను అలా రాయలేదు చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ వాయిడ్ షో ఫాలోడ్ బై సెమీ కాలన్ రాశాను. దీన్ని ఫంక్షన్ ప్రోటోటైప్ అంటాం. సార్ ఇదంతా ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నారు అని అంటారండి. ఇదంతా ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నాను అని అంటే ఇదంతా ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నాను అని అంటే just listen here. What we have done in classes, we didn't write any function prototypes. Direct definitions రాసాం. Void show అని చెప్పిన definitions. But in interfaces, we need to write only declaration. Only function declaration మాత్రమే రాస్తాము. Next ఇక్కడ a is equal to 10 అని చూసారా? Just listen carefully. Here a is equal to 10. Here a is equal to 10 is a static and final keyword. ఇక్కడ what is the meaning of the final keyword? final keyword, it is a keyword used to declare previously that are assigned assign the value as constant constant. Next, static. I explained starting itself. So static keyword is a class variable, or it is is a static variable. Static variable is a class variable. Class variable. Variable. Class variable. So interface రాస్తే కనుక మీకు క్లాసెస్ అయిపోయి ఉంటే ఇప్పుడు జస్ట్ జాయిన్ అయిన వాళ్ళు నేను స్టార్టింగ్ నుండి ఫాలో అవుతున్నాను కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నాను కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు ఫాలో అవుతున్నారు. రిమైనింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ జస్ట్ నౌ యూ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్. సో హియర్ క్లాస్ ఇది క్లాస్. ఈ క్లాస్ లో ఎలా రాశాను ఇంటూ ఏజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రాశాను. బట్ వేర్ యాజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ we need to write function prototype and the variable value should be static and final. Static final తోనే రాయాలి. Void show అనేది declaration. Why? Because in interfaces we are not providing any data. Abstract ఇక్కడ చూడండి also. So one point only in interface interface contains only abstract members. చూడండి ఇక్కడ interface contains only abstract members. What do you mean by abstraction? Abstraction means nothing but it hides the background details and it only highlights the only important points, and it provides the security. Best example ఏంటంటే we are providing the account number only. We will not display the account details. Balance details we are not displaying. Only account number is the main. So if you want to tell your friends or tell your the bank clerk to deposit amount, you will tell only the account number. You will not display the balance. So that is the case here. One example, in interface the data will not be displayed outside. So void show we did not define anything. So just you see what I will do here is that now I will write one more class here. I will write one class here. How to implement this class? Suppose for example I want to write one class ELA access class B implements IM PLE implements A class B implements A. So here I will implement that void show method. ఈ void show అనేది డిక్లరేషన్ చూసారా? ఆ డిక్లరేషన్ ఇక్కడ డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం. void show system.out.println. So println double quotations the value of a is equal to plus a. Okay na? So this class close. ఒకసారి చూడండి. సో ఈ క్లాస్ కి ఇది ఇంటర్ఫేస్ అంటాము, ఇది క్లాస్ అంటాము. జస్ట్ లుక్ అవుట్ దిస్ డిఫరెన్స్. నౌ ఐ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ వన్ మోర్ క్లాస్, మెయిన్ క్లాస్ మల్టిపుల్ MUL multiple inheritance. We are into the class name I am writing as a multiple inheritance. For that one, public static static void main string of. Now what we have to do now? Someone joined here. Okay, no problem. Okay. Now what we have to do now? So suppose what I have done previous program, I didn't introduce the interface. Now I introduce the interface. What do you mean by interface? Interface is nothing but it's like a class. Interface is also like class. Interface is also like a class, but we will implement in interface only abstract members only. What is that abstract members? Void show is a functional prototype declaration part only. We will mention. Public next static final variable should be defined in the interface. And if you want to write the interface, you have to use implements keyword. Implements keyword. Okay, na IMPLE and implements keyword you have to use. If you want to use two classes and class A extends class B. You just see this. We just see this example. Just now we have written class B extends A, class C extends A. So superclass and subclass. So, but if you want to write interface concept, compulsory you need to write implements. Class B implements A, class B implements A. So multiple inheritance concept we are writing. Now we have to create objects. Next, one more thing is that one more important point is that I have to put you in front of you. Interfaces. For interfaces, interfaces we cannot we cannot create objects. We cannot create objects. ఈ ఏ అనేది ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కాబట్టి మనం ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేయడానికి పాసిబిలిటీ లేదు. క్లాస్ బి ఉంది చూసారా, ఇది క్లాస్ బికి మనం ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ బికి ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. BB is a object. BB is a small BB is a object. It is user defined. So anything we can create. OBJ. It is now fine. OBJ is equal to we can write user defined. BB again class name. So that is the syntax of creating object already I explained. So here OBJ dot what is the method we want to print? Show now you see the name close class close. ఒకసారి ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చూడండి. అగైన్ ఇక్కడ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఇంట్రొడ్యూస్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ we cannot create objects. Interface only abstract methods will be there. Abstract method is nothing but functional prototype. This function prototype will be defined or will be defined in the class itself. So for that we write one more keyword public. So this is the where we are implementing this public space in the class. Okay, you just follow this program. We just run this program, multiple inheritance. Just what is the class name we have taken? Multiple is the main class name. Class save as, and the desktop I am saving this program, and the class name dot java. So all files save. Next command prompt java c file name dot java. We have errors. So what is that error? We will see. Object B is equal to class B. Class B. We have taken two B's because only one B I have written on. We have class B. Just see. Class name is the B. Only one B I have to use. Two names I have used. Okay, fine. Now you see the program. Okay, compiled. Program is compiled. Java, Java, we have to run the program. Program is compiled. We have to run the file, multiple. So we got the output that the value of A is equal to 10. Value of A is equal to 10. Now you see the simple interface concept, and we have introduced the implements concept, and I have introduced static final keywords. Just created one class and created one interface. Created one class and created one interface. Now we'll write. Now we will write. Just look out this program. Look out this program. Please, my dear students, you be respond. Are you understanding? Are you understand? Are you understood this program? I'm explaining the multiple inheritance. You just respond. Shravani, okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, you just look out. Okay, Yamini, okay. You just look out this program. You just look out this multiple inheritance అండి. ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. కొంచెం టైం తీసుకుని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను because interface I have introduced this static final. What do you mean by function declaration prototype? You just observe this program. We will write one more example program. Okay, okay, now. Okay, we'll write one example, one more example. Sir, you may get doubt, sir. We have used only one interface and one class. Now we will write multiple interfaces, and how we will write uh, implement keyword. Just see multiple inherit superclass one, superclass two, subclass one. Initially, I told that comma. A comma, B comma, C comma, అలా రాయాలి. Extends A comma B allowed, not allowed. But implements A comma, B comma, C comma. So like that we can write, no problem. A comma, B comma. So how it can be possible? Just you see the program. You just see the same program will modify. Suppose for example, we'll write one example. Uh, Simple example. Simple example I will write. I will modify this program. Just this way. Okay, fine. Interface. Just see interface A and A. Again, I am writing interface INTERFA. Interface B and A. Okay. Here I am writing one more method. Void display and A. Void display any method. So interface we cannot write the define. We cannot define the method. Only method prototype function declaration only. Each one of them. Interface. Okay, now next class C I am writing. Class C I am writing. Class C implements. Class C implements A comma B. ఇది ఇప్పుడు వరకు నేను చెప్పాలనుకుంది. What I want to express here is that class C implements A comma B. ఈ statement just observe A comma B. So you just observe here. C extends B. What I told you before that this, suppose for example, class C extends A comma B is not allowed. Just look at the two statement. ఒకసారి చూడండి. Just you observe these two statements. Just observe these two statements. Class C extends A comma B not allowed. That is the case we are going for interfaces. Now this is allowed. Class C implements A comma B is allowed, but Class C extends A comma B is not allowed. That's what I am telling you. That is the thing I want to put you in front of you. Okay, now? Now, only function void show is only functional prototype. In interfaces, only prototype can be only prototype should be declared. Next, in interface B also void display I have. Now what I have to do? I have to define these two functions. Show అనే function, display అనే function define చేయాలి లేదా print చేద్దాం. Suppose for example already so నేను ఇక్కడ what I want to write here is that this is the show method. Just I will write the string. This is the interface. This is the interface A. This is the interface A. Just printing the string and nothing more than that. Next, inko method ఉంది కదా, interfaces లోనే only there is a facility that function declaration can be possible. In class, we can define these two functions, interfaces. One function I define. Next, one more function I want to define. Public 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 void display అనే function user dependent మన ఇష్టం ఏదైనా రాసుకో ASP system dot out dot println this is interface B method. Okay, now this is interface A method implementation. Okay, method close. Main method we have to write. Method close again we have to close the class also. Main method public static. We have to create object for C. Class name is the C. Object creation C. Object is equal to new C. Now I should call two methods. Obj dot display. Obj dot display. Main close class close. Sorry, just observe this program what I have written. Previous example, one class. Previous example, one class, one interface I have written. Now two interfaces I have written. Now two interface A, interface. In the program లోనే ఒక interface ఒక class యూజ్ చేశాను. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, class C implements A comma B. A comma B అనే రెండు ఏంటివి? సూపర్ క్లాసెస్ ఇవి. సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఇది కూడా సూపర్ క్లాస్ సార్. సూపర్ క్లాస్ అంటున్నారు, అక్కడ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ రాశారంటే అంటారేమో. ఇంటర్ఫేస్ is also called a class. In order to develop or in order to implement multiple inheritance, only multiple inheritance, we are taking the interface. Okay, now so interface concept. So now you see. So this is the C is the subclass. Class C is the subclass. Class C is the subclass. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, is this syntax is matched or not? You just see the multiple inheritance డయాగ్రామ్ అనుకోండి, మల్టిపుల్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ డయాగ్రాము ఈ సింటాక్స్ కు మ్యాచ్ అయిందా లేదా. సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఏ, సూపర్ క్లాస్ బి, రెండు సూపర్ క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, సూపర్ క్లాస్ 1, సూపర్ క్లాస్ 2. సో అండ్ సబ్ క్లాస్ 1 అదే నేను రాసింది. సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఏ, సూపర్ క్లాస్ బి, అది ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ఏ, ఇంటర్ఫేస్ బి, సబ్ క్లాస్ సి is the subclass. Okay, we'll run this program. Program save. So what we are running, just printing the text. And the a print text print చేస్తున్నారు. This is interface A method implementation. This is interface B method implementation. ఏదో ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ ఇస్తున్నాం అంతే. Just we are printing that string. Okay, save. Okay, program compiled, and we need to run the code. Java multiple. Java multiple. Output ఏం వచ్చిందండి? This is interface A method implementation. This is interface B method. మనం ఏం రాసామో అదే వచ్చింది. So this is interface implementation. Simple గా suppose string I want to use. Example of multiple inheritance. Example of multiple inheritance. Just to explain it clearly, I am changing this SOP statement, start order statement. Example of multiple inheritance. This is interface B. You just see this code. You compare the code output and this diagram. Multiple inheritance. Please. Diagram, two super classes. Interface A, interface B. I am in order to do this one, implements A comma B. అలా చేయాలి అని అంటే కంపల్సరీ we have to go for interfaces. To implement multiple inheritance program ని డెవలప్ చేయాలి అని అంటే కంపల్సరీగా we have to go for interfaces. Implements A comma B అని రాయాలి, ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసుకోవాలి అని అనుకుంటే కనుక compulsory we have to go for interfaces. So this is a very important concept, interfaces in the inheritance. Okay, just see this code, just see this example diagram. Are you understood this program or not? Ramani, please respond. Anil, thank you very much. Next we will discuss one more concept. Yesterday I told you that inheritance we have completed, and in inheritance we have to see polymorphism and overloading and overriding. And one important concept I want to discuss here is that static. Static keyword. I want to explain you about static keyword. Static keyword. We'll write one example. Class 1, static. Here I want to tell you that static keyword. Please follow these definitions. Static is static members. Members are declared declared with the static keyword. Next, in every program we are seeing looking about public, you realize public, STA, STA, TS, static, void, main. We are looking this one, STRING, where, okay, now here main method is a static method. That is one point. Next, one important, very, very important point I am typing here. Please listen. Please see carefully. Static variables, ARIA, ARIA, PLS. Static variables, RIA, PLS. Static variables, static variables can access and invoke, execute anamata. Access, ACC, access only static variables can be accessed, can be accessed, is accessed by only, please listen very carefully, only static method, STA, TS, static method, METH, ODS, static methods. Static methods. Okay, static variables can access only static, very, very important point. Static variables can be accessed by only static methods only. Very important point. Syntax. What do you mean by static variables? If you are declaring a variable with a static, that is called static. Example. STA, PAC. Static int A is equal to 10. A is a static variable. How static methods will be used? STA, TAC static, void, so statements. So now here, show is a static method. That is the main points I want to remember you. I will explain with the example now. So I am putting everything in a comment lines. Okay, na? This is about static. Just static keyword. Why we are using static keyword? That is the important part. Why we are using the static keyword? In order to save memory. One more important, very, very important point. Static members, MEMBERS. Members can access ACC, SSC, access only using class name of that class. Very, very important. Static members can access only using class name of that class. So, syntax. Class name dot variable name. ARIA variable name. Sorry. After access name. VARIA PL variable name. So, next class name dot name. So this is the syntax and even the comment lines repeat. Now, sorry, just go glance. Static keyword guరించి discuss చేస్తాను. Static members are declared with static keyword. So static is a keyword. Static, for example, every time we are using public static void main syntax. In public static void main is a static method. Static variables can be accessed only static methods. Static variables, static methods మాత్రమే యాక్సెస్ చేయగలరు. Example, syntax static int A is equal to 10. A అనేది static variable. Static void show, open brace, statements close. Here show is a static method. Show is a user defined. Their main is a predefined. Okay, na? Okay, next. In order to save memory, static ఎందుకు వాడతామంటే save memory. Why? How, sir? You may get it out. How we can save the memory? Because yes, 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 because we are we are not using memory. We are not using objects. OB, JECTS objects. Okay, now objects create చేయ చూడండి ఒకసారి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లాగా రాస్తాం. ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయకుండా మనం యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఒకసారి చూడండి. ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇట్. Stat STA TAC class 1 static int a is equal to 10 అండి. a is equal to 10. ఇందాక స్టాటిక్ ఇయర్ ఏ ఇస్ ఏ స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్. ఇంకో పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్స్ కెన్ బి యాక్సెస్ ఓన్లీ స్టాటిక్ మెథడ్స్. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? స్టాటిక్ మెథడ్స్ అవ్వాలి. STA TSC స్టాటిక్ వాయిడ్ మెథడ్ ఏంటి? సపోజ్ షో ఓకేనా? సో system dot out dot println the value of a is equal to value of a is equal to a. Okay na? Class close. Main class create PAC example static example program. Static example program. Open brace. Again public static PUB. Ls public STA PAC static void main string args. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి? Here is very important point. What we have to do now? In the regular programs, what we have done? We have created object. ఎలా object create చేసాం? One obj is equal to new one అని రాసి obj dot method name. What is the method name? Show. We have written like this. So this is the regularly we have done. Okay na? We have done like this. Object create చేసాము, object name dot method name రాసాము. Now no need to create the object. Just class name dot members. What is the class name? One. What is the method name? Main class. ఈ సింటాక్స్ ఇంకెక్కడ చూసారా? Class name dot one. We'll save this program. Desktop, save the file on the desktop. .java. Save. Java C file name. So one error is there. That is the I have given comma in place of full stop. System.out.println. Okay, fine. Typing, fast typing. Okay. Yes. Compile, program compile. Java file name what? Static example. So the value of a is equal to 10. So this is the importance of static. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ప్రతి ప్రోగ్రామ్ లోనే మనం ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం, కానీ ఈ స్టైల్లో రాసామా? ఈ స్టైల్లో ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాల. క్లాస్ నేమ్ తో రాసిన ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాసామా? We didn't write up to now. So this is the one more important concept. Just look out this program. So here static variables can be accessed only by using the static numbers. Okay, are you understood this program? Ravani, Vanusri, newly joined students. Very good, thank you. Newly joined students. Anybody, are you following my class? Just if you understood this program, fine. You have any doubts, just tell me. Respond, anybody? Please respond. Lakshmi Satya, yes sir. Thank you. Okay, Pavalika, thank you. Okay, fine. Yes sir, we understood. Thank you, Kalyan. ఇది ఒక జస్ట్ స్టాటిక్ కీవర్డ్ గురించి అండి. ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకొక ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఆల్మోస్ట్ వీ హ్యావ్, చూడండి ఒకసారి, కీవర్డ్స్. కీవర్డ్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కీవర్డ్స్ అన్నమాట. ఇంపార్టెంట్ కీవర్డ్స్. ఫస్ట్ వన్ దిస్ కీవర్డ్, తర్వాత సెకండ్ వన్ స్టాటిక్, STATIC స్టాటిక్ కీవర్డ్, తర్వాత సూపర్ కీవర్డ్, SUPER సూపర్ కీవర్డ్. ఇవి ఇంపార్టెంట్. అర్థమవుతుందా? నెక్స్ట్ అన్ని కీవర్డ్సే, సో మెనీ కీవర్డ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, బట్ స్పెసిఫిక్ కీవర్డ్స్. ఫైనల్, ఫైనల్ కీవర్డ్. అర్థమైందా? దీస్ ఆర్ ది ఇంపార్టెంట్ కీవర్డ్స్. స్టాటిక్ కీవర్డ్. Just now we have yesterday class I explained about this keyword. I explained very clearly. I believe that my students have followed. And static keyword just now I explained. Super keyword chapledu. Final keyword also we have seen in the interfaces. Now we will see the super keyword. What do you mean by super keyword? Very, very important concept. So I am telling that. So I am explaining the super keyword అండి. Super, SUPER, super keyword. Super keyword used to access the members of the super class. ఒకసారి ఫర్ సింపుల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ డెఫినేషన్, సింపుల్ మీనింగ్, సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ అనేది దేనికి యూజ్ చేస్తానంటే, in order to access the members of the super class. Members of the super class. We'll see it. Suppose int age equal 10. Int age equal to 10. Class close. This is the super class. SUPER super class. Next subclass class 2, PWO2 class 2. Okay, here also I am writing int age equal to 20. Yesterday my students, please respond. What is the importance of this keyword? I explained. Because if the same variable is declared in the instance class lone, next block lo vaadinappudu same variable ichinappudu, current, this keyword refers to the current value, current variable. So that is what here also in the super class I am using a variable, and in the subclass I am also using the a variable. So now you need to tell what is the output we will get. System.out.println, system.out.println, the value of age equal to plus a. So this is the 2 is a what? 2 is a subclass. 2 is a subclass. Void show, one method I have taken. So subclass method close, class close. Main method I am taking. This is the example of super. SUPER example. Super example. Public static void main. So now what I have to do now? I have to create object for the second class. That is the second class name is the. Now I need to extend now. Please observe. Class 2 extends EX, TEN, extends 1. So in inheritance concept, we can, one more important point I want to mention here is that super keyword is used used in inheritance. Inheritance inheritance concept. ఓకేనా, ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్ సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ వాడతాం. సో ఇక్కడ సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఏ రాశానండి, ఒక ఏ వేరియబుల్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 10 రాశాను. చూడండి, హలో ప్లీజ్ అబ్జర్వ్ హియర్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10. నెక్స్ట్ సేమ్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 20. హియర్ ఐ హావ్ యూజ్డ్ ఏ. ఓకేనా. సో వాయిడ్ షో ఈ ఏ అనేది ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసింది కదా. క్లాస్ 2 ఎక్స్టెండ్స్ 1 అంటే ఏంటి, ఆల్రెడీ దిస్ ఏ ఈస్ extended here, void show value of. Now we have to create object. 2t is equal to new 2 two2 semicolon t dot show t dot show main close class close. Okay, fine. Now I want to save this file as a super super save. Now you respond, my dear students. What is the output? Tell me, can you expect what is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? Anybody? Please respond. Please respond. అయిపోయింది క్లాస్ అయిపోయిందండి. ఇదే లాస్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్. వాట్ ఈస్ ది అవుట్పుట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్? కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్? శ్రావణి, కళ్యాణ్, ఏఎంఎస్ కళ్యాణ్, ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. Are you following? Are you? Amma? Okay, yes sir. Okay, thank you. 20, Shravani, very good. 20. Shravani answer చేశారు 20 అంట. Java C SQL super EGG dot Java. కంపైల్ అయింది. జావా SUPER EGG. ఓకే, ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 20. సూపర్. 20 ఇచ్చేసావు, చెప్పేసావు, వెరీ గుడ్. ఇప్పుడు నేనేం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నానంటే, ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ప్రింట్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10 కూడా నేను ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. ఏ వాల్యూని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి, 10 కూడా ప్రింట్ చేయాలి అని అంటే నేనేం చేయాలి? ఇక్కడ ఏ వాల్యూని ప్రింట్ చేయాలి అని అనుకుంటే ఇక్కడ ఏ సేమ్ వేరియబుల్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 10 ప్రింట్ అయింది. మరి నేను 10 అని కూడా ప్రింట్ చేయాలి. 10 కూడా ప్రింట్ చేయాలి అని అంటే మనం సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ వాడాలి. ఒకసారి చూడండి, సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ వాడాలి. ఇప్పుడు లేకపోతే పని చేద్దాం. ఒక నిమిషం, 1 minute ప్లీజ్. 1 minute అయిపోయిందండి, అయిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు SUPER super dot a. Now you tell me the output, Shravani. 10. Program compile, program run. చూడండి, ఇప్పుడే వచ్చిందండి అవుట్పుట్ 10 వచ్చింది. అర్థమైందా? ఈ సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందా? ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ప్రింట్ ద members from the super class, I should use the super keyword. Okay na? Same. Suppose for example I am printing again. Ipudu now tell me the output. Shravani, tell me the output. Anybody? Compile. Hello, tell me the output. Proper keyword, value and subclass. Okay, 10 or 20, very good. So this is the importance of super keyword. So మనం ఇప్పుడు ఏం కవర్ చేసామండి? దిస్ కీవర్డ్ అయిపోయింది, స్టాటిక్ కీవర్డ్ అయిపోయింది, సూపర్ కీవర్డ్ అయిపోయింది, ఫైనల్ కీవర్డ్ కూడా అయిపోయింది. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈ క్లాస్ లో చాలా కవర్ చేసామండి. We have covered everything. Just see the output. See this program. See this definition once again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the newly joined students. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I believe, uh, I believe you. Everybody followed this class. Thank you all. And if you have any doubts, just give me. Newly joined students, any doubts? Newly joined students, if you have any doubts, are almost 50 students are there. You have any doubts? Please tell me. Tomorrow we will discuss some more points. We'll discuss some more concepts. We'll almost tomorrow I am going to cover all the remaining topics. Definitely. We'll okay. Thank you all. You just post in chat box. You have any doubts? We'll I'll let you clear uh, uh, doubts regarding this today's class. Isaac, 1020 each other. Okay, fine, fine. Thank you, Kalyan. So are you followed this today's class? I believe you have followed and understood this today's class. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you once again. Thank you.